Hey, this is Walter, and I'm Cat. I know I get the dog and cat jokes. This is our house, which looks perfectly normal. Oh, but it isn't. Come into our kitchen. You wouldn't believe what we got cooking. Cheers. Cheers. I'm so glad you're here.
iVillage, I love it.
Love it. You're so outspoken as a parent of a child with autism. For mothers who have children who are just diagnosed, what's your first piece of advice?
My first piece of advice after the diagnosis is to look for support groups, look for organizations that will guide you more than doctors will, per se. My organization is Generation Rescue. So for instance, we have a just got diagnosed section. And when you click on it, we help you get a rescue angel. And that's a mom who's been through it, who lives in your neighborhood. She comes over, she takes you shopping, she teaches you things, she introduces you to doctors, to speech therapists, to OT. So you really have to, the best advice is to reach out to find some help.
Is there hope? What would you say to give people hope?
God, can you imagine if there wasn't any? There's hope even for the toughest cases. I've seen kids who were told they were going to be institutionalized, who are in mainstream school. They still have autism, but they are not in special ed. They don't even have a shadow. They are making it on their own. So to me, you always have to hope for the best. And what I did for Evan was I would not concentrate on the negative diagnosis I got. I would envision him going to prom, coming home with hickeys on his neck. I would picture him well, and I was guided towards that picture.
In your new book, Bad Habits, Evan has his own chapter, and he describes you basically as the light of his life.
Fluffy.
Fluffy. He says fluffy hair, fluffy clothes. You've brought a lot of joy there. What's your advice to moms to make sure they keep bringing joy every day with their children who can sometimes be challenging?
That's a really great question. First, let go of the guilt for those times of the month where you want to give up your children for adoption, which we all go through. And then, stop and be in the present moment that our kids grow up so fast, and to appreciate and have gratitude for where they are right now. And I constantly do that with Evan. I'm like, I will stop and look at him and get on the ground and be like, okay, let's spend this moment right now. I'm going to put down my phone for a second and take this in. And to me, those moments are very powerful and important.